He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says something fabulous and he goes, yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? And when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable.
Jay-Z.
Good business.
What about top three? Jay-Z, Kendrick, Nas, top three. Is that about right or not?
No.
50 Cent seems to be the only rapper in the industry not hiding out from those rumored Diddy freak-off tapes. While everyone else goes underground, 50 continues to openly troll Diddy. But it doesn't stop there. He's now turning his sights on Jay-Z as well. In a surprising twist, rumors are flying that Jay-Z, once tight with Diddy, could even testify against him. Is it true? Whether Jay ends up in court or not, one thing's clear. Jay and Diddy have a close history. Now 50 Cent is stirring the pot, claiming he's exposing Jay-Z's dark secrets tied to Diddy. The complicated relationship between Jay-Z and Diddy unfolds within the constantly shifting landscape of the entertainment industry, where controversies seem to arise like clockwork. As the spotlight shines on Diddy amid his ongoing legal issues, speculation about his connections with other celebrities has intensified. Topping the list of names linked to the music mogul is none other than Jay-Z, leading many to discuss the potential ties between them and how they may relate to Diddy's current troubles. Their bond goes way back to the early 2000s, a time when Jay-Z and Diddy frequently collaborated on various music projects. Beyoncé, who was then rising to fame with Destiny's Child, often joined her future husband at high-profile events, where she struck up a friendship with Diddy. A memorable moment from that era was their joint appearance at the 2004 MTV Video Music Awards, where they posed together on the red carpet. Over the years, Jay-Z and Diddy have made headlines with their many joint appearances. In 2010, Diddy celebrated the 10th anniversary of Jay-Z's iconic 40/40 Club alongside him. Just a few years later, they turned heads at the 2013 Met Gala, one of fashion's biggest nights. Most recently, the two were spotted at Beyoncé's sold-out 2016 Formation Tour show in New York City, adding another layer of intrigue to their relationship. Beyond their public appearances, Diddy and Jay-Z have enjoyed some intimate moments together. In 2011, they took a luxurious vacation in the Caribbean to relax and unwind. 4 years later, they hosted an exclusive dinner party at Jay-Z's Los Angeles home, joined by other A-list guests. These private gatherings highlight the depth of their relationship, which continues to attract suspicion and controversy. Their connection goes beyond just socializing. They've also teamed up on various business ventures and philanthropic efforts. Jay-Z's Roc Nation has collaborated with Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment on multiple projects. Additionally, Diddy has supported Jay-Z's Sean Carter Foundation, which focuses on providing educational and economic opportunities for disadvantaged youth. Both Jay-Z and Diddy have also backed Beyoncé's Be Good initiative, showcasing their collective commitment to making a positive impact. While their friendship has remained strong, it hasn't been without its challenges. Their past feuds have made headlines, but they've always managed to reconcile. There have been rumors about creative differences between their teams, but despite these issues, their bond appears intact. This resilience hints that Jay-Z may have some insight into Diddy's dealings and the serious accusations he's currently facing. The internet has been buzzing ever since footage of the trio resurfaced, stirring up all kinds of speculation. So, what conspiracies are popping up, and how is the public reacting? Let's dive in. It's no surprise that suspicion and speculation are swirling around Diddy and Jay-Z, especially following Diddy's arrest in New York City. This event has sparked a flurry of conspiracy theories that link some of the music industry's biggest names to a shadowy world of criminal activities. The federal investigation into Diddy's misconduct has reignited long-standing rumors and fan-driven theories about his connections with Jay-Z. Online, wild speculation is rampant, dragging Jay-Z into a whirlwind of viral accusations that just won't seem to fade. One of the more outlandish theories claims that Jay-Z is somehow involved in the deaths of beloved music icons like Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson. Yes, you read that correctly. Some theorists suggest that both he and Diddy played a role in the untimely deaths of these stars, including Tupac. The reasoning? These artists allegedly crossed the secret elite duo, Diddy and Jay-Z, and faced dire consequences for it. Numerous TikTok and Instagram videos are circulating, featuring eerie montages set to "She Knows," linking the pair's real names to supposed hidden clues. It seems the internet has taken it upon itself to explore every outrageous scandal involving Jay-Z, even pulling his wife into the mix. Theories are floating around that connect Jay-Z's full name, Sean Corey Carter, and Beyoncé's Beyoncé Giselle Knowles, to the phrase, "She Knows." What's more, the song references Michael Jackson, Aaliyah, and Left Eye. Another strange conspiracy that's gaining momentum involves the common practice of celebrities thanking Beyoncé and Jay-Z during award shows. While it's perfectly normal for stars to acknowledge their peers, fans have noticed that some, like Adele, who gushed over Beyoncé at the 2017 Grammy Awards, or Britney Spears, who randomly mentioned the Queen Bee at the 2023 People's Choice Awards, seem to go out of their way to show appreciation for the couple. But what's behind these seemingly random shout-outs? According to conspiracy theorists, these public displays are anything but casual. Some suggest that these expressions of gratitude are actually coded messages, subtle nods to Jay-Z's hidden influence over their careers. The theory posits that to stay in the good graces of the entertainment industry, stars must show allegiance to Jay-Z, signaling that they understand who really holds the power. It's seen as a survival tactic, where public gratitude comes with a price. And let's not forget Kanye West's infamous interruption of Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. Some theorists now view that moment through a different lens. Could Kanye have been trying to protect Swift from getting caught up in an alleged network of exploitation? Was his interruption a cryptic warning to keep her distance from the power dynamics dominated by Jay-Z and Diddy? Given that Taylor was so young at the time, some believe Kanye was stepping in as her unexpected savior. But wait, it gets even stranger. Beyoncé has a reputation for sending extravagant flower arrangements to fellow celebrities, a sweet and generous gesture, right? Well, not according to the conspiracy theories. In the darker corners of the internet, what was once seen as a sign of friendship has taken on a more sinister meaning. Some theorists now claim that these bouquets are actually veiled threats. Celebrities receiving flowers, particularly those connected to Diddy's alleged inner circle, are said to be reminded that Beyoncé is watching them, an unspoken warning to keep quiet about anything they might know regarding Diddy's supposed misdeeds. So, how are the famous couple responding to all this? What do these conspiracies mean for them? For starters, Jay-Z seems to be keeping his distance. It's unusual for someone who is typically close to many Hollywood elites and frequently hosts gatherings attended by them. According to conspiracy theorists, there's something suspicious brewing beneath the surface. Allegations have surfaced that many of Diddy's alleged crimes occurred during his parties, events where Jay-Z is known to be a regular fixture. Questions are being raised about the silence and complicity of the entertainment mogul. Jay-Z has frequently been spotted partying with Diddy, and there are plenty of photos of them together. Fans are wondering if Jay will finally address the situation following Diddy's arrest. However, a source close to him indicated that he plans to stay silent. Reports suggest that Jay-Z's unsettling quietness in light of Diddy's indictment comes from concerns over possible repercussions. Whispers are already circulating about what Jay-Z might know regarding Diddy's alleged misdeeds and the potential embarrassment he could face if the truth comes out. Notably, Very few people have publicly defended Diddy since the news broke. Jay-Z, in particular, seems to be taking a cautious approach to avoid any implication in the situation. To help navigate the swirling rumors and gossip, he has reportedly brought in his lawyer, Alex Spiro. In a recent twist, Alex Spiro, the lawyer defending Jay-Z's image amid the links to Diddy, has been reportedly issuing threats to various individuals. This aggressive tactic has raised eyebrows and deepened the intrigue surrounding the situation. Why is Spiro being so protective? So, who has he threatened, and what's the backstory? Let's break it down. Jay-Z's legal team has given a legal ultimatum to Piers Morgan, the British journalist, television presenter, and former newspaper editor is notorious for his outspoken and often controversial views on politics, social issues, and celebrity culture. Morgan has found himself in hot water once again, potentially facing legal repercussions following his interview with Jaguar Wright. I currently have 3 victims who are ready to testify not only about what Mr. Carter has done to them, but also about his wife, Jaguar Wright stated, making serious allegations against Jay-Z. Her claims suggest that Jay-Z may have more victims than Diddy, igniting intense speculation about his possible involvement. In light of this, Jay-Z has opted for a calculated silence, relying on his lawyer, Alex Spiro, to handle the situation. This approach aims to protect his reputation and keep control over the narrative as the controversy surrounding Diddy's indictment intensifies. Meanwhile, the lawyer for CB has quickly responded to Wright's accusations, putting Piers Morgan in a tough spot. Spiro has reportedly issued a legal ultimatum to the talk show host, leading him to take the unusual step of editing the interview with Wright. Jordan C.V., one of Jay-Z's lawyers, criticized Piers Morgan's broadcast, calling it irresponsible and full of falsehoods. He emphasized that Morgan's behavior warranted a legal ultimatum, arguing that those pretending to be journalists shouldn't be able to exploit sensational situations for clicks without facing repercussions. In an unexpected move, Piers Morgan later issued an apology on his daily YouTube show for comments made by singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright. Editing interviews is not something we take lightly on a show called Uncensored, but like the proverbial cry of fire in a crowded theater, there are legal limits we must adhere to, and we sincerely apologize to Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Morgan referred to Wright as Diddy's whistleblower, and her remarks ignited significant controversy, prompting action from Jay-Z's legal team. CV's statement highlighted the seriousness of Morgan's actions and the importance of accountability in journalism. By issuing the ultimatum, Jay-Z's team aims to address the damage caused by Morgan's broadcast and set a standard for responsible reporting in the future. Wright, who boasts hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and TikTok, has leveraged her experience in the music industry to make allegations against both Diddy and Jay-Z. During her interview with Piers Morgan, she called both men monsters. When Morgan pressed her on why she thinks Jay-Z has remained notably silent about the allegations against Diddy, she accused him of making everyone else take the blame while he quietly avoids accountability. Wright didn't hold back, labeling Jay-Z as nasty and claiming that he has kept people against their will. Morgan noted on his show that Jay-Z was not present during the interview with Wright to defend himself. Following contact from Jay-Z's legal team, Morgan mentioned that his program had agreed to comply with a legal request to edit out the references to Jay-Z from Wright's interview. Piers Morgan addressed the backlash surrounding his show Uncensored, explaining that editing interviews is a serious decision that isn't taken lightly. He acknowledged the need to respect legal boundaries and apologized to Jay-Z, recognizing the constraints imposed by the law. An editor's note on the YouTube video clarified that the specific allegations have been removed, stating that Uncensored typically doesn't edit content unless there's a compelling legal reason to do so. The note also mentioned that the show would be transparent about its reasons for any edits. Wright hasn't responded to requests for comment yet. Despite Morgan's apology and the removal of the interview, Rumors are swirling that Beyoncé remains quite unsettled and might go to great lengths to distance herself from Diddy, potentially even considering a divorce. This situation has reportedly put Jay-Z in a tough spot. He's now contemplating testifying against Diddy to ensure everything gets resolved quickly and that Beyoncé is kept away from the drama. Now that it seems to be officially over for Jay-Z's longtime friend Diddy, people are understandably curious about how much Jay-Z knew about Diddy's double life and the serious allegations against him. As many have heard, federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Miami and LA earlier this week, reportedly seizing boxes and bags full of evidence. In response to the raid, Diddy has spoken out, claiming that the authorities used excessive force. He denied all the allegations against him and described himself as a victim of a witch hunt. In a statement to E! News, Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, said, "There was a gross overuse of military-level force when search warrants were executed at Mr. Coles's residences. There's no justification for the excessive show of force and hostility from the authorities or for how his children and employees were treated." Diddy's lawyer also stated that Diddy had already spoken with and cooperated with authorities, emphasizing that no members of the Combs family have been arrested. This unprecedented ambush, coupled with a well-coordinated media presence, leads to a rushed judgment of Mr. Coles and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on baseless accusations made in civil lawsuits, the lawyer continued. There has been no determination of criminal or civil liability for any of these allegations. Mr. Coles is innocent and will fight every day to clear his name. While I understand the lawyer is just doing his job, calling this situation a witch hunt seems a bit far-fetched. Two highly coordinated raids on Diddy's properties on both coasts don't happen without serious reasons. The feds don't act unless they have substantial probable cause. Getting search warrants for not just one but two residences indicates they've been keeping a close watch on Diddy and gathered enough evidence to present to a judge. Moreover, the fact that Diddy's homes were raided by Homeland Security, not the FBI or DEA, signals that this is a significant issue. Homeland Security doesn't raid homes without a good reason, which suggests that some serious evidence is involved here. Speaking of evidence, some unconfirmed reports are starting to emerge, suggesting that Diddy's high-profile industry friends, including Jay-Z, might be questioned about this alleged evidence. And it seems 50 Cent has something to say about it. The day after Diddy's homes were raided, 50 took to Instagram to share a photo of Jay-Z on a milk carton, hinting that there's something suspicious about Jay going MIA since this whole Diddy drama unfolded. In his caption, he wrote, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said he ain't answering his phone. LOL. But 50 didn't stop there. He later posted another photo of Jay-Z waving and joked, "Here is Jay-Z last reported seen waving at Puffy's jet." LOL 50 isn't the only one suggesting that Jay-Z could be involved in Diddy's alleged RICO enterprise. One commenter claimed, "Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg for the S-Tray and money laundering scheme by the elites. Jay-Z is next. Just watch and grab your Bibles, it's about to get biblical." Another added, "Jay-Z has multiple projects with R. Kelly and is good friends with Diddy. Where there's smoke, there's always fire." You know the Beehive is working overtime to shift the focus away from this situation, and now they're coming for 50 Cent, claiming he's just jealous of Jay-Z. One Beehive member went off on those trying to link the Carters to Diddy, saying, "It's strange that y'all dislike Beyoncé so much that you're trying to tie her to something she has nothing to do with. First, it was people insisting she be on the Epstein list, and now you want her linked to Diddy. Can you imagine hating someone so much that you're trying to connect her to bad people just to get rid of her? Well, that's not happening." But honestly, we don't need to work too hard to connect Beyoncé and Jay-Z to anyone controversial. There are plenty of photos out there of the Carters at Diddy's parties and other industry events. For example, here's Queen Bee posing with Diddy's former assistant, Farnsworth Bentley, at the CFDA Fashion Awards back in 2004. And here's Diddy at the same event with his hand on Beyoncé's upper back while chatting with her. Apparently, he was even close to Mama Tina. There's no need to guess whether Diddy feels like part of the Carter family. He said it himself. Diddy once mentioned that only 2 people are allowed to call him by his real name: his mom, Janice, and Jay-Z. As for Jay's thoughts on Diddy, he had nothing but praise for him as recently as 2022 when BET honored Diddy with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Jay even recorded a message for the occasion where he talked about how Diddy inspired him not to take no for an answer in business and paved the way for aspiring music moguls. Jay said, "The whole mantra, can't stop, won't stop, it's like you've got to be relentless. You've got to have a bit of crazy. You can't take no for an answer. You've got to make it happen." He embodies that. Here's this guy from a neighborhood like mine who made it to these unreachable heights. Puff was the first one who came through and made us feel like it was us. Ghetto fabulous. We took our rightful place at the tables, in the boardrooms, and at the fashion shows. You know, we had arrived. That influence really shaped all of us and showed us we could carve out our own space. It was like, oh, we can be in these spaces without having to change who we are. We're going to show up as ourselves, change perspectives, and expand what's possible for the next generation. You start dreaming about things when you see them done, and suddenly that dream feels reachable. Diddy felt like the ultimate coach. He'd make you believe you could do anything. Culture like that, it's hard to measure. So yeah, I get why Jay's fans don't like people bringing up his connection to Diddy, but facts are facts. The Carters were proudly flaunting their relationship with Diddy for years, so it's only natural that folks like 50 Cent are questioning their silence now. What do you think? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.